The Fully Geeked.
Yes. Greetings in the name of the Most High. Jah Rastafari. Welcome. Easy. Yo. Welcome to episode 167. We have to start this one off with a little bit different. You get me? All respect and manners. Manners. How's the man them going on?
Yeah, man. Good.
Energized. Feeling blessed, brother.
How are you, man?
I'm all blessed. It's all good. I had a very good weekend, and so everything is just carpus. Everything is Chris and carpacetic.
Carpus?
Carpacetic.
What does that mean?
Everything's cool. Everything's fine and dandy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Everything's all blessed, man. It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
Come on.
All right. Well, episode 167, the Wakanda special. All right. So, we're going to start as we mean to go on, man. All right, people, everyone had a nice weekend. Everyone's good. Everyone's blessed. Weeks are going all right.
Mm-hmm.
Can't complain. Watched two big African-oriented films, so I'm blessed, man. Back to back, you get me?
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, yes, I finally watched it. The Woman King.
I haven't, yeah.
Oh.
So talk about afterwards, right?
Yeah, no spoilers.
It's
She
unbelievable.
died at the end. No, I'm joking. No.
So now he's gonna watch it. He's gonna be not sure.
You know what? Yeah, I know. Before I did say it is loosely based on the true story, but it is loosely based but those tribes are real, like the Oyo and the Dahomey and all that stuff. That's real, and the women soldiers are real. That's all real. But obviously, it was all dramatized for the film. Yeah. But yeah, like, all right, we'll talk about that later. Anyway.
No, we spoke about the Woman King already.
Yeah, I know.
So what you doing off the pod? We're gonna have this conversation.
No, I just want to say, like,
No, he was trying it.
I was talking about the whole slavery thing and the whole slavery kind of stuff that happened and why the Africans you see how now we view as the Africans sold themselves, to the white man. Well, we go remember back in those days, each like we didn't see ourselves as one. We weren't one. We were different tribes. We were different. Like every tribe was like a nation. Do you understand? So we didn't see ourselves as one people. We were individual groups. We were individual tribes. Do you know what I mean? So in their mind, grabbing other tribes and selling them to the white man is not selling our own. Do you get me?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like how Spain don't see themselves as Germans, but they're all Europeans. But it doesn't matter. Spain and Germans are totally different language, different culture, everything. That's how it was in Africa. But so now people say Africa is one country, although we look the same, but we're different culturally, linguistically, everythingly. Do you know what I mean? We just look similar, but we're not the same people. So back in those days, doing that didn't seem wrong in our heads them times because it's a separate nation. Do you understand?
So what are you doing? Defending it?
No. I'm just saying, like, I'm not defending it. No way, it was wrong. Even, but again,
At the time, it made sense.
No, and the thing is, they didn't know what was ahead. They didn't know what they were selling those people to. Do you know what I mean? They had no idea what's going to happen to those people that they sold to the white man. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is, there was different empires, and they were beefing at war anyway. So it was like a tit for tat. We'll take your people, give it to a white man, and then they'll take whatever. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't like that. Don't view it as like they sold their own. Do you know what I mean? That makes any sense? Like,
no, it makes sense.
Yeah,
but
I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying, like, this, because a lot of people say, "Oh, but you sold your own people." Blah blah blah. It wasn't viewed like that at the time. It wasn't viewed like that.
Yeah,
you know
but we can use that rhetoric for anything. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we can say, like, oh, they didn't mean to do it, or they didn't see it like that. But do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to use the one that will get us banned from the internet. But I mean, like, anything can be said, and like, there's always a justification in it, or a kind of reasoning, or we didn't believe it was this, or we didn't know.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, because you know that watching The Woman King brought it to light to me that it wasn't that, like, because so that's what I mean. It's now that we say yes, brother, whatever, and obviously the Caribbeans and the Americas they're all mixed with all West Africa and parts of Africa. All of you are all mixed with all the tribes in you. Do you know what I mean? Due to the slave trade. Whereas back then, there was no mixture of tribes then, or there might have been little bits here and there, but there was no mixture of tribes. Well, we had their own kingdoms, own empires, and they were beefing with each other. Not beefing, but they were at odds with each other, or they just didn't chat to each other. So when the white man came with their, we'll give you artillery, we'll give you this, we'll give you that. If we give you one of you, I said, no, not one of my people. Don't worry, I'll get some people for you to take. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it's a whole different mindset that you got to look at it as. That it wasn't, in those days, we're selling our own people. It wasn't that. Do you know what I mean?
We were just selling people that look like us.
Yeah, but they look like us, but it doesn't matter if they look like us. It's like Spain and Italy. Spain and Italy look like you can't tell Spanish and Italian because they look the same. But again, culturally, linguistically, everything, they're different. Do you know what I mean?
All right, I get where you're coming from.
We all get it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a bit heavy for us to.
No, I know. So obviously, if I watched it earlier, I would have discussed it with you guys when you're talking about them. But I was, just thought I'd mention it now.
Okay, and but we're not talking about all white men. We're talking about the colonizers.
Exactly. We don't get cancelled up in here, please. We beg.
We beg. All right, guys. All right, as we're going to start as we need to go on. We've got a lot to get through today. All right, guys. It's happened. The Premier League has stopped. It's unprecedented, but it has stopped for a 6-week break. I think it is. I think we come back on the 26th of December, Boxing Day. So the Premier League has stopped. Games of the weekend, Manchester City lost to Brighton 2-1, and Arsenal went and beat Wolves 2-0. So it now means there is a 5-point gap between us and second place.
Yeah.
Are we saying Arsenal in the title race, or still too early?
Still too early. Only 14 games. Yes, we're gonna be talking about Christmas, but remember, it's 14 games. Usually, by Christmas, it's like
21.
20. Yeah, 21 games.
No, it's not.
It's about 21 games, bro.
Yeah,
21 games at Christmas.
Yeah, by Christmas it's about 21 games to be on top. About that.
Okay. I'm not gonna.
So, like I said, we're only off for 6 weeks, aren't we? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For 6 weeks, so it's just a game a week, isn't it?
Yeah, but we've accelerated some of it. But I hear you.
Yeah. So
it's so it's not your typical at top at Christmas route as we usually see it. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's a very unorthodox top at Christmas, so we can't get ahead of ourselves. But yeah, listen, let's just celebrate where we are. Let's just go with the flow and game by game. You know what I mean? It's a long season. But listen, I'm happy with the team. I'm happy with the boss, and I'm happy with the owners. But we need to back the owners to back him in Jan. If the owners say, you know what, this is our own, because bruv, we're not going to get this chance every season, bruv. We're not. Newcastle coming in the loop. Man City will come back. Liverpool will come back. Chelsea will come back. Tottenham will come. Do you know what I mean? Like, pause to all of that coming. But yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
definitely pause to all of that.
But what I'm trying to say is, this is our big chance where we're like 16 points ahead of Liverpool. I think we're like 15 points ahead of Chelsea. We're like 8 points ahead of Tottenham. We're 9 points ahead of Man United or something. This is the only chance we have. Do you know? If we really want to go for it, this is the chance that we have now, because we've got so many points ahead of our rivals. You know what I mean? So the owners to see this and back it.
Yeah,
that's what I say. That's what I say. 100%.
I'd just like to correct Richard though. In the 2020-21 season, at Christmas there was 14 games played, and at the Premier League
2021
and the
2021.
Yeah, and the Premier League Christmas table 21-22, 21-22, which wasn't due to COVID, was actually only 18 games.
Okay.
So let's put some respect on Arsenal being top of the table.
No, it's only 14 games, bro. Let's be honest. But when we get to February,
you sound like them haters.
No.
No, the reason I say that,
how can I be a hater?
I said you sound like one of those haters, because anytime I have a conversation, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you ain't played no one yet, or you haven't got to Christmas yet, or you haven't got to November."
No.
So for me, look forward, bro. Like just revel in what
That's what I
we
mean.
are.
Just
No,
enjoy.
I
That's what I
am.
mean. Just enjoy it for what we have.
This is what I'm enjoying, but it's too early. Just I'm calm, relaxed.
Yeah,
I'm just calm.
in regard to your first question, Nate, I'm not even thinking about challenge for the title. That's not in my thoughts whatsoever.
Are still in the title race.
At the moment, we are.
It's a yes or
So
no.
So we can win. Listen, we
No,
can.
I didn't say. No, well, listen.
We
I didn't
can.
say.
We can win it.
I did not say. Are we going to win the league? I did not say that. I said, are we in the title race?
If we're in the title, that means you can win the league. That's what it means.
But I'm not asking you, are we going to win the league? I'm just asking you, are we in the title race?
At the moment, we are. Yes.
Guys, come on, man. We sound like women. Are we in the title race, Rich?
The top of the table, of course we are.
And when I say that, Merv, I know Merv's eyes brightened up there. Like, oh my God, he really is trying to cancel us. I just meant being a bit decisive. That's all I meant. What do you want for dinner? I don't know what I want for dinner. I don't know. You choose all of that stuff. That's what I meant. Decisiveness. Okay. I weren't being offensive to women.
Think yourself a hole like Jay-Z.
All right.
Yeah, go.
But the biggest thing is, it's about Manchester United right now. So as of when you hear this podcast, it would have been released that the interview between Cristiano Ronaldo and Piers Morgan has gone live. It's coming out on the 16th and 17th of November. And obviously this pod drops out on the 18th of November. From the extracts that we've heard already, what are your thoughts on this Ronaldo interview?
Wild. I think that's you can say is wild. I can't believe what's going on.
Well, what was the context? I didn't actually watch it or listen.
No, it's not come out yet. The interview hasn't come out, but they've released little clips.
Okay.
And there's things where he says he does not rate Ten Hag, who's the manager.
Doesn't respect him.
He doesn't respect him. All of that stuff. It talks about the fact that
wait, Merv, basically, there's been friction with Ronaldo and Man United this season. Basically, there's been times where I think twice where before the game's ended, he's left, and he just refused to come on when Ten Hag, which is the manager, has asked him to come on as a sub. So there's been a lot of friction between Man United and Ronaldo, or the coach and Ronaldo. But each time the coach seems to forgive him, because just recently he was captain. I feel against Aston Villa side, he was captain. Do you know what I mean? So the coach seems to forgive him a lot. And even there's a time where Man City were beating Man United 6-2 or something, and they asked him why didn't you bring Ronaldo on? And he goes, "Come on, I can't bring Ronaldo on when we're losing 6-2. Like that's just disrespectful to Ronaldo. Like, that shows that he has respect for Ronaldo."
Yeah.
So basically, World Cup started now. He's gone to Portugal, but on his last day, he's like, "Listen, have this." Do you know what I mean? So he started releasing little snippets.
I think it's Piers Morgan. I think Piers Morgan.
Was it Piers Morgan releasing them? Yeah.
It's Piers Morgan's interview. So I believe he was probably rubbing his hands with delight, because you know Piers Morgan.
Yeah, of course. Come on, man. He fiends for this. Yeah.
No, but don't forget. Piers Morgan came on TalkSport, and he said that Ronaldo made contact with him to have this interview. He didn't. Piers Morgan
I'm not saying Piers Morgan went looking for it. I meant that this is Piers Morgan's bag. Like,
oh yeah,
he's sitting there smiling.
Oh, of course.
What did they say? Oh my God! And they did this. Oh, Ronaldo, you're the best player in the world. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I like the fact he called Gary Neville a clout chaser.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, it's true. I'm not his friend.
So I'm not his friend. He's not coming around for dinner, bro.
Yeah, and also he was saying that since he left United when he was 21 or 20, whatever, however old he was, nothing's changed. The chef is still cooking the same food.
The chef was like, all right. The chef was like, I was just whipping it up. Like,
still cooking the same food. The jacuzzi is the same. This is the same.
The gym's the same. Everything.
Yeah, but and this is stuff that's been sounded out by I think a lot of ex-football players and a lot of obviously ex-football players the most, that things need to,
there's been moans and groans about the stadium.
Needs a lick of paint and all that kind of stuff. So
there'll be moans and groans about the stadium.
Especially Man United, because if you think Man United, all they've done is try to build on their original stadium. If you've ever been to Old Trafford, it's very small. Like, the seats are not comfortable. It's all a bit crap. Like, they've penned you in almost.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah,
But
so
the thing is, Murphy, this is Man United is like the top 5 richest clubs in the world.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense. I don't understand. It's like the owners are just keeping the money for themselves. Although
Yeah.
I will say that they do splash out on players. The players don't make sense, but it doesn't matter. They splash out. Like they'll buy 100 million player and no problem. Do you know what I mean? Like it's no.
Yeah.
They do it every season. But like but they don't look after like the facilities. Like Ronaldo's pointing out in regards to the gym being the same, the jacuzzi being the same. Like there's been no developments whatsoever. The stadiums, there's leaky roofs in the stadium and things falling apart, and there's been no update, no upgrade. Do you know what I mean? Like this means the owners are just concentrating on
well, I wouldn't say
quick
the
money.
owners, the Americans, the Glazers. Remember,
Yeah.
they bought the club on debt. Do you know what I mean? They don't give a monkeys, bruv. They were all banking on the Super League.
Oh yeah.
And that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
that's why the Liverpool owners are looking to start thinking about selling at some point. Because they're not going to get that Super League money. A lot of the Americans came over here thinking they were guaranteed that. It's not coming. For me, it'd be interesting to hear the Ronaldo interview to see what he says. I think what he said about his son and what happened with his children and all the rest of it at Manchester United kind of like not supporting him. Like obviously that you can see that hurt him. He wanted to leave in the summer. He wasn't allowed to go in the summer. I do think it is a problem because he's on the money, like the amount that he's getting. So there are not any other clubs really that can afford to pay him £500,000 a week.
Yeah, but to be fair, they should have let him go in the summer.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But let him go to go where? There's no other club that can afford the £500,000 a week.
I think it was a case of their club knew that. Their club knew that no one would come in for him.
I thought PSG would, imagine Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, your team.
That'd be too much.
No, but imagine that. Like, who's tracking back? Could you imagine? It'd just be defenders and strikers arguing with each other about who gets the ball.
Yeah, that'd be mad. But one thing I will say, I've seen longer clips of the interview, and Piers Morgan is hyping it. Like he's feeding him like the whole Wayne Rooney thing. Why do you think Wayne Rooney is doing this against you? Is it because you're still playing? Is it because you're still the guy?
Of course.
It's his job. It's his job.
Yeah, so he's feeding it to Ronaldo. Ronaldo's also this recipient, and it's like, yeah, obviously, yeah, because I'm still playing. That's right. And he's not, and bro, do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of that where Piers Morgan is feeding him ammo. Do you know what I mean?
As I'm saying, Piers Morgan, you know who he is already, man. He's there. Do you get me?
Yeah, that's his cake. That's his
bag.
You know what I mean? That's his bag.
Like you saw him with the interview with Kanye the other day. Like he hit me, but Kanye.
I never watched that one.
Kanye weren't trying to have a bar of it.
Yeah, I saw little clips of that as well.
Yeah. Also, Kanye. I don't even know what to say about Kanye, so let me just leave it there. I don't want to get cancelled as well. All right.
Hold on. Just going back to the Ronaldo thing. So, what do you think should happen next in regards to his career-wise with Man United?
He knows he's not playing for Man United. That's what you probably can't say. I don't respect the manager and think you're going to get back to mate. Come on, he knows what he's doing. He knows.
He also gets £500,000 a week, so
exactly
somebody has to pay him off if he's leaving.
Yeah, because I think United released a statement saying that they're seeking legal advice.
Yeah.
What kind of stupid statement is that? Why say anything? It's dumb. They're basically trying to see if what he's done is cancelled, is in breach of his contract. They don't have to pay him out.
Potentially, yeah, correct.
That's all they're trying to see is if they don't have to pay him out. They'll get nothing for him, but they'll just all call it quits.
But they should come to that arrangement in the beginning. You know, man's been trying to get out of the club for time.
I'd let him out. I'd let him out, released on mutual consent. If you can't find a club, that's his business.
But yeah, just know Arsenal. There's nothing negative about Arsenal right now, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, no, there isn't. All right, cool, guys. So this comes out on the 18th. On the Sunday will be the first game of the 2022 World Cup based in Qatar.
Come on.
All right. So what's happened now is the squads are out. All right. So all the squads are out. Obviously, we don't know one player that plays for Qatar. We don't really know anybody that plays for Ecuador. Although they got a guy from Brighton in there. But we don't really know any of them. We don't rate them. Have you seen... All right. You see the Senegal squad?
Yeah, not all of. No, I haven't seen the full
Mane's
squad.
injured, though, isn't it, for the first few games?
Yeah, but he's on the squad. So he's got Mane, Sarr, the ones that we know, Koulibaly, Cisse, Kuyate, Mendy. There's a few teams in there, and obviously they've got Edward Mendy. It's a decent team. Their team, hopefully, should be one to kind of watch. And they're obviously in the group with Ecuador, Qatar, and Holland.
Like they're definitely getting through.
All right.
It's two to get through, right?
They should, yeah.
Yeah,
It's two.
to
They
get
should
through.
get. They should get through. They should.
Yeah, Holland, I think will probably be a bit too. I think they'll be too big for that group. Obviously, they've got people like Nathan Ake, Dali Blind, Van Dijk, De Ligt.
Gakpo.
Who?
Is Gakpo play for them? Holland, yeah, Dutch. He's Dutch.
He's Dutch, but I don't think he's in the team. He must be in the team, isn't he? He must be.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
But like,
what position?
He's like a left
Winger.
Yeah, he's a winger.
Plays or front
I think
three.
he's left winger.
No,
But don't
oh
look.
yeah,
But,
Cody. Sorry.
but Holland, they haven't got like a. I don't know. I'm not scared of them. If that makes sense.
No. Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
No. It's not the era of Bergkamp,
Yeah.
Van Persie's and
Nah.
them, and they
Nah.
they were dangerous.
I know them.
Yeah. Sidorf Davids.
The Cliverts and all them man there.
Yeah, that was when football was football, boy.
Yeah, Davids. Yeah, man.
All right, we've got Group B, which has got the England squad. Are we happy with the England squad?
It is what it is, man.
Yes
like,
and no.
Certain man got parred. Like, I don't know how Calvin
Ivan
Phillips is in that team. I don't know how Calvin Phillips is in that team.
No, but Calvin Phillips is a good player. He's a good player.
No, but he hasn't played. I think he's played like 30 minutes the whole season.
Yeah, but this is the same way I think about what's his face, Maguire.
Maguire, yeah, the same. Maguire should not be there.
I think Maguire just is there on merit and trust, and probably is his last World Cup anyway, and he's fit.
Why is Ivan Toney not there?
Do you know what? It's a difficult one because so who did he bring? Kane. He
And
bought
Callum Wilson.
Callum Wilson is
always
a banger. But
No,
when
he scores
he's fit,
he scores more penalties than goals. You know,
sorry,
Callum Wilson. Like,
he's good.
don't get me. He bangs, but he's not. I would take on like Ivan Toney over Callum.
Considering you got a
Nah,
26-man squad.
No, yeah. So how many? He only bought 2 strikers, right?
No, he took Kane, Wilson, then Rashford and Sterling.
So the only outright strikers are 2. Yeah, Kane and Wilson.
Yeah. I would have bought Ivan Toney personally myself.
100%.
I think the fact that we knew Ivan Toney wasn't going when he brought him to the squad, then didn't even play him and sent him back home. It was just like, you're never going to make it, son.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, I think because he's got this betting thing on his name right now, so.
Yeah, but come on, England. Then. Yeah, I think they'll get through.
Who's in the group?
Iran, USA. Shout out Matt Turner, he made it. And Wales.
The Wales game is going to be a big game.
Gareth Bell, Kiefer Moore, Dan James,
Ramsey.
I love the Welsh fans.
Yeah, Ramsey's there.
Yeah.
Should be good. So that will be a good group. Then we've got Group C: Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland.
Oh, come on, Argentina winning that group easy.
Who goes second? Is it Argentina, Mexico?
No.
Yeah, Poland.
Poland used to be good.
Yeah, they
used to be good.
Yeah, I don't know who they got. I don't know any of the Polish players.
They got Lewandowski.
Of course, Lewandowski.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We don't know. And Szczesny. And Wojciech Szczesny.
He's still keeper, yeah?
Yeah.
Is he still Juventus? Number one,
number one, bro.
Come on. Szczesny, you know.
He's done well, though. You got to rate him still.
Yeah, 100%.
Group D, we got France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia.
The Denmark.
Denmark.
I thought that was someone's name for a second.
I was like, what?
Like, I just singled out one person.
Denmark. Like Danish bacon, isn't it?
Yeah. Listen, since Australia lost
that's a weak group, man. But Denmark will go through easy.
And France.
Denmark.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
France in that group.
Yeah.
Sorry, France has been in that group 100%.
Come on, they got Benzema, Coleman, Dembele,
Too many.
Olivier
Too many.
Giroud,
Too many.
Griezmann,
Yeah.
Mbappe, Nkunku.
Don't forget Saliba.
Yeah, William Saliba, Upperman Kara. Oh, their team. I think they might be one to watch.
I can't always France every
It's
time.
only their midfield. It lacks a bit. The strike force and defense seems solid, but it's the midfield where they're missing a bit of a Pogba-ish, Kante.
They got Camavinga and Guendouzi.
Yeah, but
Rabiot,
he's par. Yeah, Camavinga is a monster. Guendouzi, he's 50-50 when he'll play sick when he wants to, but then there's times where you can't trust him at the same time. But it is a national squad World Cup, so I expect him to be his best. But they're still missing the Kante. You know when you got Kante sitting there, and then you've got Camavinga and Guendouzi or Pogba. Well, Pogba's not there obviously, but do you know what I mean?
Where is Pogba?
Injured.
Oh,
his knee. He had a knee surgery, but he didn't recover in time.
All right, Group E, we got Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, and Japan.
Okay, Spain and Germany will be the two teams out of that group. Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You don't think Japan will do their job?
No. Japan are they're not bad, you know. They're quick.
Team.
They're quick. Very, very quick. They run fast.
They're a good team, and they've got Tomiyasu there as well, bro.
I was gonna say something, but thank God I stopped myself. All right, let's move.
All right, and then Group F, we've got Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia.
Easy for Belgium. Easy.
Croatia not the same team anymore. I personally don't think, but they've got experience in that squad that could get them through that group.
All right, and then Group G is Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon.
Brazil, hopefully Cameroon.
No Switzerland. We're not back in Shaka.
No, Shaka can come back to Arsenal, bruv. Just go and just feel like rest your body, bruv.
All right, and the H, you got Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea.
That's the group of death, you know.
Bro,
that's the group of death. Portugal
are eating that group, bruv. The Portugal squad is a monster squad.
It's a monster squad. Yeah.
The squad is ridiculous. Forget, even if Ronaldo wasn't in the squad, bro.
Yeah, they don't even need Ronaldo. They don't
even need him anymore.
What?
No. Yeah, no, the team's serious, bro. Serious.
The team's not good.
It is, bro.
Watch them play, bro.
Who's Andre Silva?
Andre Silva, I don't know.
Who's Gonzalo Ramos? Rafael Leo? Ricardo Horta, they're strikers, isn't they?
Leo is a bad man. Leo is a bad man, bruv.
Leo is this team.
Go and check out Leo. Go and check him out.
Paulina for Fulham, Neves, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Nunes, Cavallo. They're all right.
Look, this geezer.
I don't think they'll get out.
Anyway, the most important game is Ghana Uruguay because you know it's straight revenge in it.
Instantly,
straight revenge.
Do you know if you go and look at the Daily Mail and you scroll to the sports and you keep on scrolling down, it's always got Ghana revenge game against Uruguay. It's been there since the beginning. We've drawn them.
Trust me.
So we have to beat Uruguay. We have to beat Uruguay.
We have to beat them.
Is that That's not Luis Suarez still playing?
Yeah. He's still playing.
He still plays, but I don't know for the international.
No, it's got Luis Suarez here.
Oh, he's
still there. Okay. Yeah.
So which of the Ghana man there that are actually going to claim revenge?
Panther,
no, they're all gone.
Jordan Ayew, was he in that squad?
He might have been, you know.
He would have been very young.
Yeah, he might have been.
Not playing
young. He's a young buck. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, we'll keep it going. Are you not looking forward to the World Cup though?
Yeah,
not really.
Yeah, I just want to preface. You know what is not a selfish way. It's just because we're at the top. I just want to keep on playing and playing and playing. Like forget this World Cup, but I get it. It's kind of a weird time of the year. It's never been done before. Most of the games will be like during work hours, isn't it?
So you've got 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
There you go. Apart from the 7 o'clock ones.
England's first game, the game against Iran, is happening at 1 o'clock on Monday.
That's good for me, bro.
Work from home. Thank you.
I've already told my year 8s that we are going to be looking at science and looking at the velocity of the ball. We're going to be looking at force, friction,
Trust me.
friction between the
Every
boots and the
action
grass.
has a reaction. Yeah.
Right.
Let's watch football. Just prove this point to you.
Air
okay?
resistance. So he kicked the ball. He kicked the ball at this velocity. How did the air resistance move around the ball to create that circle?
Come on.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing all of that.
Come on. The angles of the goal. How the what's it? Probability of the ball entering.
is it.
Come on.
We're doing all of it. I've told them already.
Yeah,
So,
man. Pi equals square and all that.
So there'll be a lot of games where that are on. If they're on the day, you know what? Hold on. Will anybody at work watch this? I don't know. If not, it's on my tablet. You know, like that. It'll be in the background. All right, Merv, you're not caring about the World Cup. If you're gonna choose a team, who's your team? Who's your team you're gonna back for the World Cup?
England, isn't it?
England.
Like, we established this last time, and Lucia's not there, so I have to represent England, isn't it?
Kel?
Come on, man. Ghana, man. Ghana, then Brazil. Then England.
Brazil.
What, not Ghana?
No, I back Ghana, but not to win it. They're not going to win it, bro. So I'm being realistic. I'm saying Brazil.
Oh, ye little faith. Okay.
Chale. They will be home before the World Cup.
But who back in Nigeria? Okay, then. Next.
No, Nigeria not in there.
I know.
Nigeria were beaten by Ghana. They were cheated.
I know.
They were robbed.
Who back in?
They were robbed, bruv. France. I don't even want to rob, but yeah, I think France.
You're back in France.
Yeah. All right. Winner gets £10.
Okay, cool.
From each person.
Whoever wins.
Yeah. Out of 4 teams. So you got England.
Mm.
Whoever gets furthest.
That's our order, man.
Whoever gets furthest.
Can I change mine?
No, you chose Ghana.
Oh, you're pussy, bro. Stick with that, bro.
So we got Ghana, Brazil, France, and England. Yeah?
Mm.
All right. Wicked.
Brazil.
All right. Over the past couple of years, if you've been messing about with the Fully Geek Pod, you would have known that we rated a show called StarGirl, some more than others, about Courtney Whitmore, and it was on Prime Video at the time. Since then, we've watched 2 seasons. The 3rd season's come out in America. Didn't even realize it had come out.
No, I had no idea.
Otherwise, I would have watched all alternatives. Yeah. It's almost come to the end of season 3, and it's actually going to be the last series ever of Star Trek.
Is there any point watching it, Nick? Do you reckon? Because
I'll still watch it.
It's 3 seasons, isn't it? So that's good. Yeah, go on, Rich.
No. The only reason I'll still watch it because I want to know what happens. Because obviously, she went into that world, didn't it? At the end, where that month. What happened at the end?
No, she got out though. She got out.
She got out, and wasn't that girl that did she die?
No, they're all bedrooms now.
Are you sure? And didn't a little boy? I can't remember.
Yeah, no, I can't remember as well.
I can't remember, but there was more for us to watch. I remember it was like you need to watch season 3.
It was left on a cliffhanger of some sort.
Yeah, you know what? Season 3, like to have 3 seasons of a show nowadays is good anyway. So it's not like a letdown where it's just 1 season or 2. Do you know what I mean? 3 is decent. So that's all good. That's all good.
I think ever since we went to CW, we knew it was destined for nonsense anyway.
They're kind of moving away from CW, BT, and they're looking to unify all their shows. Yeah, because you know, like what's his name, James Gunn and the other guy, I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
they're heads of DC now. I think they're just doing something with it. So they're going to make everything like video games, animated, live action film, all in one world.
Do you not think that's too much?
I reckon. I don't know how they're going to pull that off.
Yeah,
Quite possible.
I don't think they've got Kevin Feige, that DNA running through them. I think it's a bit much.
Well, no, remember James Gunn comes from Marvel as well, man. So
no, I'm not saying that he can't do it. What I'm saying is for you to put everything under one roof, like it's dangerous. Yeah. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
But James Gunn came out and said, "What he asked the public, like, what do you want to see? What films do you want to see?" Like, I could tell these guys are for the people. Do you know what I mean?
And what did everyone say? Batman again?
No, but everyone just say random stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And more Batman, thank you.
As long as it's not an origin story, or we have to see the parents die again, we're good.
Thank you.
All right. Well, yeah, StarGirl's been cancelled. When it does come out, because I'm hearing that it might not even come out on Prime. Is that what you're saying, Rich?
No, yeah, I don't think it planned to come out on Prime. There's no mention of it coming out on Prime.
So it might have to be
because Prime because it was in sync. We were in sync of it when it was coming out in the US. So
do you reckon Prime just said that no people ain't watching it apart from us, man?
Basically,
we got three viewers in the UK.
and these man, they keep on talking about on the podcast. What are we gonna do about them? All right, cool. But yeah, we'll let know how that one goes. And talking about DC, there is an RIP this week that goes out to Kevin Conroy. Merv, who is Kevin Conroy, and why are we RIPing him?
Kevin Conroy is Batman. Yeah, he is vengeance. He is the night. He is Batman, bro. Like, anyway, yeah. So,
as in, has he ever played Batman? Like,
he has actually. He was in the crossover.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't know if you saw the CW crossover episodes, the latest one, where and he was Bruce Wayne. But okay. I guess
no, he was.
I guess if people don't really know who Kevin Conroy, like they can't match the face to the voice, isn't it? So it's like, yeah, it's probably some random guy playing Batman. But obviously, people don't know. Like, gosh, you got to actually play Batman live act, well, Bruce Wayne live.
Because he wasn't. He was always the voice of Batman.
Yeah. But yeah, like no, legend, bro. 30 years, man. 1992 up until like.
What happened to him?
Voice in Batman. I think he had cancer. Yeah, but I think it was one of those ones where probably wasn't known, in it, to everyone, like most.
Because he was 66 at the time.
Yeah, 66.
20 days short of his 67th birthday.
Yeah. But he's just like basically this guy, man. He transcended the voice of Batman, isn't it? It's like every time you're not seeing a live action Batman, it's just when you think of Batman's voice, it's just Kevin Conroy. I know there's been like others that have played Batman. You got various amounts now, but like he was the one that done obviously all the animated series, like from 92 to 97. But yeah, he's done most of it, so he will come in like every now and then to do the voices, but other people didn't do it. Yeah, for me, he's always been the best Batman.
He was also he also did the computer games, the Arkham computer games.
Yeah.
Because I got a couple of them on there.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, right? Obviously, when Merv announced this information, I was like, I was kind of rude in it. I was a bit ignorant, but I had to go and do my little research and watch some of the animation. And I was like, the geezer's an absolute legend, you know.
Yeah.
If you watch animations, you know him, bro.
Yeah.
Absolute legend. And it's a massive loss. You know, people think, oh, he was just a voice. No, man. It's more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, inspirational for voice actors. Like he just transcended Batman, because like I guess a lot of people saw Batman as obviously like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. He's just Bruce Wayne, and then he's Batman as the alias. But that I think he kind of sort of made it seem like Batman's the actual person and Bruce Wayne's the mask. So even when he was putting on Bruce Wayne's voice, it just seemed really jovial and all that stuff, like just over exaggerated to kind of disguise it. It's like whenever no one was around, it's just like just went to that Batman.
But
yeah. So that's who he's always been, in it. So yeah, man, beautiful voice, bro. No pause either. Beautiful voice.
No, yeah.
We were lying for that one. R.I.P. man.
Yeah.
Or Nate, give him pass?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I have spoken.
I don't know, man. The views of that last comment was Merv's alone.
100%, bro. Yeah. I'll take all of it. I'll take all yours as well.
Ooh, that's got to be a pause. Come on, bro. You're flying close to land. All right.
Fire. There you go.
Fire for them. Hey, no, don't say that, Kel. That is not how we talk on the podcast. Okay, mind your P's and Q's. All right, so It's now time for what everyone else has been looking for. Okay, so on the 11th of the 11th, 2022, 11/11 equals 22. We had the release of Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Okay, before we carry on, if you haven't watched the film, there will be spoilers. If you still listen and you hear them spoilers and you want to start getting our mentions about it, we warned you. Has everyone watched it?
Come on.
Yes.
Did everyone go to the picture house to watch it?
Oh, come on.
Correct.
Are you talking about the picture houses in the cinema?
No,
not the picture house, not the cinema called picture house.
Okay.
I mean the picture house as in a cinema.
Oh yeah.
Like, no one watched it on their phone or some alternative with a brother that walks past and starts coughing in. All right, cool.
You said that poker guy. Come on.
Yeah, do you know?
Yeah.
All right.
I fully watched it 3D.
Did you?
It was a 3D version.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think he needed it for 3D. I don't think he needed it.
But
it was
I
good.
think there were certain scenes that when I was watching it, I was like, this would look hard in 3D.
But the underwater scenes, you mean like?
Yeah, it's a couple scenes.
Yeah, there's a couple
scenes that would have looked good.
And plus, and the rationale behind it as well is because those other seats, right, when I was making normal viewing, they were all packed.
Everything's gone, yeah.
It was packed. And I thought 3D, and I thought, no one's really picking 3D. I picked 3D. Recliner seats and all sorts. It's like perfect.
Yeah, I went to the Odeon to watch it. I will just say this before we go into it, yeah. I almost got vexed because I almost started watching the Ant-Man trailer, and then I did that thing where I covered my eyes and my ears, so I didn't watch it. But I did see the Avatar trailer, and I think the seat was almost wet with excitement.
You know what? I didn't. There was no trailer in my one. You know. I had no trailer.
Did you get late?
Nah, I was there from early. I had no trailer.
Bro, there was trailers on mine.
I watched on the Friday, so I don't know if you watch on the Friday.
No, it's trailers all the time.
But
apart from
trailer.
Sometimes if you're watching the last showing. Sometimes if you're watching a late showing, like the last one.
It was a late showing. Yeah, it was.
Sometimes they don't do.
It was a late showing. It was probably late. Yeah.
Because obviously that's like 20 minutes of trailers.
Yeah, because I came out like one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say the Avatar, I cannot wait for this Christmas. It is going to look heavy. That I will watch in normal D, 3D, 4D, don't make me say D again.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a pause. That's a pause. That was a pause. But I will be watching that film. That film looked heavy. It looks amazing.
What is it, 20 years later?
I don't care. The colors, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I said
not 20 years. It's 2009, isn't it? Yeah, 2009.
13 years later.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I'm ready for that anyway.
I'm fully ready. I can't wait. But anyway, that was that side. And I will say this. We went there and I said to everyone before, guys, can you make sure you bring your own goodies from your house? Like, I know we're trying to support small businesses and that, but can you go and get your munch yard? We walked into the cinema. The queue went from the tills to the door. I said, this is what we would have been waiting for. There were a couple empty seats in my screen, and I still think that people were in the queue waiting to come in and then said, we're so late, we're not going in. Can they hook us up with another film?
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
People showed out this weekend. They showed out.
Yeah, it was an event, man.
It was an event. What were your thoughts on this landmark event?
Do you know what? I was quite worried going into it because I thought I don't think it was good as the first one, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Because I just missed the T'Challa character. Like, I think we do need a T'Challa character, but after watching, I'm like, you know what? Actually, it was better than I expected. Like, obviously, it paid a lot of homage to T'Challa and just the whole, thing around death and like losing. And then there was like the main story, I suppose, like with the is it Telecons? Yeah, like, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I liked it. I did enjoy it.
You don't sound like you did, though.
No, I did, man. I did. Like, as I said, this. Yeah. Anyway, no, let you guys talk.
Well, Well, okay. From my perspective, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know what to expect. I just said to myself, how are they gonna do this whole Boseman thing? Like Black Panther, are they gonna constantly do homage throughout the film? And I thought, I was thinking to myself, CGI, are they gonna CGI him back in or do something random? But the way they tackled it from the beginning, it was he was dead, right? So, and the first five,
Well,
six
he was
minutes,
dying.
he was no, he was sorry, he was dying.
Yeah.
He had an illness, a disease they couldn't cure. But usually they would have cured it if they had the leaf. But Killmonger destroyed those leaves from the part one, didn't he? And that was what she was. What's her name again? Sorry,
Shuri trying to replicate.
Yeah, that's what Shuri was trying to replicate throughout the film. And obviously she couldn't do it in time, and then obviously he passed away. So the first 5 minutes, I thought I felt comfortable. I felt happy because I didn't want the film to be continuously going on about Black Panther. I wanted it, and
Not
the way
Black Panther, T'Challa.
T'Challa.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. Well, Black Panther was technically dead, really and truly, because they couldn't bring him back until she had
No,
the bracelet.
T'Challa was dead.
No, but Panther, they
There's
couldn't
no
get
more
Black
Black.
Panther.
Yeah, but
there's
they
no more
they
Black
said there's
Panther.
no Black Panther because there was no heart-shaped leaf in it.
Yeah, so there was no Black Panther until she could recreate it. She got that thing from Namora. But that segment, I think, relaxed me and allowed me to enjoy the film. I think it made me think, okay, cool, I'm over it now, as well. And they made sure that everyone kind of had a little segment for it and they could progress into the film itself. But the film itself, from my perspective, I liked it. I enjoyed the whole Namora thing. The film felt very cultural.
Yeah.
And that's how I saw it. I thought it's very, and what's funny, because you mentioned Avatar, and I in my head, something triggered in my head, and I thought
You automatically went to
and I thought Wakanda versus
Neymar.
Avatar, because it kind of felt the whole.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
The
they were
colour of the
blue.
people.
They were blue,
Yeah.
innit? Yeah, when they come out of the water, they were blue.
They're blue.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, what? I just saw Avatar, but I was thinking, wow, what's going on? But I loved it. I loved the whole cultural aspect of things, and the fact that the Wakandans only assumed that one meteorite hit their part of the world, and they had a vibranium. But no, we were in the Pacific Ocean, and they had it as well.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So it just made them realize it's not just them who was able to have the technology. And actually, if you really think about it, I think technically it hit them at the same time, or it hit the Pacific Ocean first.
No.
Because
that was around the 1600s, isn't it?
No, 1500s, because
1500s,
because Namora was technically the first mutant from what his story states.
No, but that's got nothing to do with with anything. That's just another story where obviously.
What do you mean?
It's got nothing to do with vibranium. Him becoming what he is got nothing to do with vibranium.
Well, no. It does technically.
No, because it's the gods that gave him that power. The gods told him to some leaf, whatever. Do you know what I mean? And then he got his powers from that. He didn't get it from vibranium.
No, but so when he went into the sea, and
it was a vibranium.
He was born that way, though. Point years
because his mother had similar to like the heart-shaped herb. They had their own version.
So it wasn't him. So the mum was drawn to the gods. Was it the mum?
No, the gods told the chief, and he went into the water, and in the water, and he grinded it all up until made everyone drink it.
Yeah, and that was a vibranium, though.
No, I'm sure it came from the vibe.
Yeah, it comes from vibranium. That's why it was glowing.
It's not vibranium. It's glowing, but it was just like some god, whatever, some god-like herbals, whatever.
It was vibranium.
Nah, it was, bro.
It was. Yeah, they made it like juice. Yeah, and they drank.
100%.
Okay, all right.
Why you lot
Cool.
argue about it? I'll find out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So anyway, but going back, and obviously it transcended that he was the first mutant back in 1500s. But I like I said, I found it very cultural. I like the whole concept with you know, them going to war and obviously settling the beef and everything else. But there's parts of the film that obviously I didn't like, but I'm not going to go into that as of yet. But just in your aspect from Kel, what did you think of it?
I'm going to the ones I don't like. I'm saying it. Now, you know, so Nate, you got to stop. What was it? Was it Vibranium? Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were gonna say something. Yeah, no, I liked it. I liked it. A lot more. I think a lot more could have been done with it. It did drag a lot.
Yeah, it's almost 3 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, like my.
Yeah.
Is it that long?
Yeah, almost 3 hours.
It's 2 hours 41. You look a fuck off.
No, so no, there's parts in it that was like my first grab was raw. So no Avenger showed up to the funeral. Like, Iron Man, when Iron Man passed, everyone was there. Barley.
They didn't. They remember. Well, okay.
Well, you know what?
It was in Wakanda. They didn't need to come.
Yeah, but
not even televised, or like at least show like 1 or 2 Avengers around the world.
Yeah, the Avengers would know, like, well, brother, he's Black Panther. They would know he's passed.
This is years later as well, and they're not fucking with each other really at that point. But we think that about any Avengers. Remember, in the same we talk about that in any film. Why is the other Avengers not there?
This is a major death, though.
Yeah,
it's a major death. He's an Avenger. Any day he's an Avenger. Do you know what I mean?
Is he an Avenger?
Yes.
And it would have been nice. And it would have been nice for his real life colleagues to be in there, like.
Nate, what are you talking about? He's an Avenger. I don't understand why you're arguing this. He's an Avenger.
All of them were Avengers in Endgame, innit? When Cap said Avengers assemble.
They're all there fighting Thanos, bro. Anyway, so that was my first gripe of it. But we move, you know what I mean? The more I like his story, get me, I get he's like a Thanos, innit? His concept of his concept is from a good place, but it's not a good. The outcome is not good. Do you know what I mean? Like he's like destroy the surface world because of what they've done to his village and whatnot, and what they're doing now. You know, and this all they want is the vibranium to do bad things. You know what I mean? Well, make weapons and stuff. So, yeah, he's got that same Thanos.
No, he's not as bad as Thanos, please.
No, I'm just saying the mindset. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean.
So like obviously like the first scene of them, I was like, who the hell are these mermaids? Man's just humming some songs.
I was crying. I was crying in the cinema. Do you know that? I was crying. I said when people started walking off the ships, I said, these men know they know the mermaids, and I clocked mermaids in my head, and I thought, you man must be thinking of me.
Because you know what? Yeah, I swear, like there's a mermaid film where the mermaids are evil and they scream.
They're pirates. I'm sure it's Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think it is Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. So I just thought of that, like some evil mermaids. Do you know what I mean? And that whole scene was good. You know what I mean? Because it's the unknown. What is it? What are they doing? I mean, the helicopter was going, and you see some guy flying. I was like, right, some next level. You know what I mean? But and another grab that I had, I didn't like the scientists.
Say it. Riri, yeah?
Huh?
What scientist?
The black girl.
Oh, Riri Williams.
Yeah, I didn't like her acting. I didn't like her acting in that.
I don't even know why I bothered having
this conversation. They forced her in that film.
Yeah.
I really don't know why I have this
because they're doing a series of her. It's like, oh, let's just shoehorn her in this.
Nate, you'll get your time, Nate. You'll get your time. Don't worry.
I just feel like you look.
We have to be critical, Nate. Like,
it's not about being critical, guys. It's not about critical. It's about celebrating Wakanda too, bro.
No, we are. Listen, we've all said it's a good film. I said it's a good film, that. But this is my gripes. These are all the things that I didn't. You know what I mean? And the end was a bit cheesy for me. Do you know what I mean? But
the end.
Yeah, the whole sun part. You know, I get it, but I think it's just the way it happened. I don't know. I was like, really? All right.
I get you. It's almost like I feel like they had to sort of say, look, don't worry, guys. T'Challa will be Black Panther again, but we're just doing it this way, and maybe we can play around with time if we're doing like quantum.
Do you remember when we were discussing the trailer? We didn't mention it in the trailer, so I kind of thought it would happen because we did mention it in the trailer, but we got it wrong. Because when in the trailer you see a woman giving birth underwater, but obviously,
yeah.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
No
so
more.
Momoa's mom.
Because to be fair, if we wait for this actor to grow up, we'll be in our 70s, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but hopefully you have a story of him growing up, and do you know what I mean? So, which would be interesting. It'll be good. It'll be a good story.
Yeah, they could even do some time jumps. Yeah, but no. Yeah. The end got, bro. I almost choked at the end.
Because you know why? Those are real tears from Shuri. You know.
Yeah,
I could tell. Like those are real tears. Like she was crying.
That's what I wish they'd done. I wish if they were gonna put that. Well, obviously they did put the scene with T'Challa, young baby. But I wish they'd done that before, before the actual end of the film, and then ended it with Shuri. Yeah. And no post credit, no mid scene credit. Like it would have. I think that would have been the first Marvel film to have no, because they only had the one.
Yeah, one.
In it.
Yeah, one.
They should have had just none of them. Just end it with.
No, there was two.
No, just one.
There's one, man.
Just one.
No, there was another one. Did you not see it?
He's tried it. He's tried it. Go on. Tell us what it was.
What? The writing thing?
He's tried it. He's tried it.
No, I knew there was only one.
Yeah. Riri Williams, and I didn't like what's his name? Emirate Ross. Is it Emirate Ross? Well, yeah, Ross. Martin Freeman's character. It's pointless in being in there as well.
Well, the English guy.
Yeah,
he's always in it. He's always in it though.
I know, but it's like they just put him in there because he's got connections with Wakanda in it, and it's like, well, I don't think what is really there for, really, just to sort of say who Riri Williams is, and to have the I can't remember the character's name, Julia Dreyfus character.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Valentina Alika.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like because we saw her in Black Widow and Winter Soldier, and it's like, again, just being in there for the sake of, and I'm like, look, if you guys,
we don't know that though, man, because you don't know what's gonna happen next.
But
what she really do? Like, she didn't really.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But like, fair enough. If they kind of foreshadowed her, and it's like, okay, well, they actually done something with those characters towards the end of the film or something. But they look, take out them. Like, imagine they weren't in the film at all. Would it made a difference? Really?
No.
And even Riri Williams, like, I don't think it made much difference her being there. Yes, she was the plot to kind of, for like a scientist to kind of like, that could have been any scientist, to be fair.
No, but it wasn't, because they wouldn't have cared if it was any scientist.
Before we go, round of applause. I'll say it in probably this time. Round of applause for Angela Bassett. Oh my God.
No, let's not even get to Angela Bassett. Right.
Bruv.
All right, I might as well get to her. Yeah.
You don't do your thing, boy. I'm just listening to you.
She's chung along. How old is she?
Not one person asked me what I fucking think of the film.
65?
No, but I haven't even spotted. These two men interrupted my thing.
One of you asked me.
It's a good.
Carry on.
It's a pod. We're gonna get to you, bro.
I'm
still doing my part.
Nate fully got dressed for the occasion as well.
I know.
I don't want to speak no more. You don't do your thing.
That's what was salty.
Hey, I'm still doing my part, bro. But because they might agree with me, that's why we're interacting like this. But no, Angela Bassett, bro, for her age, man, she's doing good. Lupita, bro, again, next level's beauty. But yeah, all right, Nate, what do you think of it? What do you think of it? Go on.
It doesn't matter now.
Oh, come on, man. Stop being
we can get into it talking if you want.
You lot carry on, bro. I just think you lot disrespected this film, you know.
Well, let's do your thing. Let's go on. Why? Why have we? Explain yourself.
I feel like, no, but you see, like, even the way you lot are kind of like trying to go on the negatives, like, oh, I didn't like this, so I didn't like that. I think the film was fucking sick. Like, I feel like the things that we're picking or we're being nitpicking, maybe that's because who we are. But I mean, I just feel like, I think it's a good show. I think it's a good film. I think in a way it didn't really have anything to do with phase 4 or phase 3 or whatever phase we're in with the MCU at the moment. Four. There was nothing really related to any of the other MCU films. I think as a standalone film, I think it was like levels. Like, I think the fact that Michaela Cole came in, we liked her character.
Did we? Who's we?
I didn't.
I don't think she was necessary, to be fair.
Yeah.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Listen to what you're saying. I don't think this was necessary. I don't think that was necessary. In the way you're talking, when you say I don't think that was necessary, is there even a film?
But you're saying we.
When I say we, I don't have to be we as in us four on the pod. It could be we as in people in general. Yeah.
Okay.
We as the people. Yeah. It was nice to see her in the film. Come on, she's from England. She was.
I didn't mind her in it. I didn't mind in it.
Like, I don't think there was anything wrong with her. Like, I thought the fact that she
added a bit of
comic relief, but also I think she was
just a bit of because you know they're two stand up. You know what they call them the soldiers. What they called
the Dutch.
I don't know, but you know what I mean.
I had it in my head.
Dora
Milaje. Yeah.
So they're all very regimented, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
She added that flavor to it. So I think she was necessary. I think
Okoye was funny. Okoye was funny without even trying to be funny.
But she's
need another.
But I know, but she's not trying to be funny though. Okoye's not trying to be funny. She's a bit. It's ignorance. It's this ignorance kind of funny. Whereas I think Michaela Cole added something to it. I think she added an element that was needed.
To be fair, I think that's a waste of Michaela Cole. She's a fantastic actor, yeah, and I feel like she could have done more. That's not even no fault on her. I just think they could have given her more to do, rather than giving her that
there was nothing of us.
That Abe fish shoot at the end. You know what I mean?
I feel like
I totally agree with man.
Do you remember Hellboy, that fish looking guy? That's what they look like, bro. Like,
yeah, they did, didn't it?
I don't know.
Let's talk about those dry shoots as well. Come on. Seriously. Like, come on, you have to be objective.
We're not like we're not even objective. We're just being mad disrespectful.
You know what?
That's all it is, you know. We are
real talk. Yeah,
like, real talk. Yeah,
it's Wakanda forever, innit? And it's like it's a film that's very close to our people's hearts, innit, because of what happened and stuff. But
no, what do you mean? What happened though? That's what I'm saying.
There are parts in the film that are just like, no, sorry.
No, but because listen to what we're saying. We're saying, it's all about T'Challa. We're all caring about T'Challa. I'm like, not fuck T'Challa. That's not what I meant. Yeah, but like, we're just talking about as an actual film.
I'll snip that and put that out.
You can if you want. I don't care. I'm a man. I don't give a monkeys, bro. But what I'm trying to say is,
relax.
Leave him to it.
I feel like everyone's like, as a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. We're not talking about Chadwick Boseman. We're talking about the film as a film. Yeah. So literally, we're saying because it was Chadwick Boseman died, we're like, we're giving it that kind of like, it was really sad. I couldn't watch the film until Chadwick Boseman did a little tribute. Then I could really settle into the film. But we're not talking about the film. We're not talking about the storyline. We're not. We're just disrespecting people, saying that this character shouldn't have been in it. That was a waste of time. What's the point of this person? Yeah. I've never heard us ever say the film, an MCU film is too long. I have never heard us say that.
But it's the longest film.
It's not the longest film.
No, Thanos one.
No, it isn't.
Endgame's the longest, then Eternals.
This is not long.
And then Eternals.
You know why though? You know why it seemed long? Because there's a lot. That's like I said, a lot of it was drawn out for no reason.
It's dragged,
it was dragged.
Endgame doesn't feel dragged. Do you know what I mean?
Only difference in this film is more story than less action. To be fair, Merv, I thought this should have been your bag.
No,
because I'm saying there's talking, there's conversations, there's storylines. No, but what I mean is,
you got Merv twisted.
No, don't get it twisted. When she donned the Black Panther suit, yeah, I had my hairs were standing on end, bro. I had goosebumps, yeah, because she smashed it in it, like just dropping from the ship and just commanding the screen there, like she smashed it. Like the fight scene between Okoye and that henchman on the bridge.
Yeah, that was sick.
That to me, because they're very self-assured, the Dora Milaje, innit? And it's like, actually, Okoye got fixed, innit? Like, well, not. I mean, she stood her ground, but she couldn't win. Like, so I love that as well, because like it shows some character development.
They're kind of super. They're super though. Like,
or even, I mean, look, she was fighting bloody aliens. So do you know what I mean? Like this guy's probably not as strong as those Thanos enemies. You know what I mean? But it's like 1-to-1 combat. It was just man. That fight just felt tribal to me, innit? And it's like, that was good. But Yeah, there were good bits to it. Don't get me wrong. Like Queen Ramona's character, like just the whole her presence in it, just talking and everything like that.
I think Namor was a good character. I think he's one of
Yeah, we all said that.
Yeah, I know. I think he's one of the better.
Not me.
I think he's one of the. I think he's one of the better antagonists in MCU. To be honest, I think he's one of the. I think I rate him, and I feel like I want to see more of him in the MCU. To be honest,
I think we will. I think we'll see more of him.
I think I want to see more of him. I think even the way that the Wakandans were dealing with the Americans, the way that in the rest of the world, in that whole kind of beginning scene where they're at the world, whatever the bloody thing is, the conference, and then France are talking about how the Wakandans are being selfish with the vibranium, and she comes in and she just had the soldiers there lined up that she had got. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel, I don't know if it's just me and it's Black Panther, but I feel these films are more than MCU. Like, I enjoy it. I like the fact that I saw M'Baku. I like the fact that even Killmonger was in it. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that was a good. I did feel there was something eerie about that scene because, like, when T'Challa went in there, that is all nice and jungly, like trees in the background. This was a bit dark. Thinking,
I say jungly,
but it was based on her rage.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, well, how come you've not gone to like a different place, and then you just see Killmonger, man. Like,
Now, Nate, we've all started off by saying
no, it's not about
a good film.
Just because we do shit sandwiches when we try and do positive, negative, positive.
No.
What I'm saying is,
I had a few gripes.
Stand your ground, girl. Stand your ground.
No. I said it's a good film, yeah. But I got some gripes and listed the gripes that I had of this film. Like, that's all. And then Nate's getting all salty about it, bro. Like, no one disrespecting the film.
To be fair, right? And I like, look, remember this is still an MCU film, isn't it? So let's not like single it out because it's still an MCU film.
Yeah.
For a film like this, and maybe the bar's a bit higher to raise, isn't it? I wanted to kind of feel Infinity War vibes when I come out. Bruv,
we just watched the bloody Eternals, bruv. Yeah, and all them kind of films. This is better than all of them.
Yeah, but no one likes Eternals.
No. What I'm saying is,
Eternals ain't that bad.
I'm talking about the bar. This is what I'm saying. Eternals not that bad. What, Eternals is better than this?
I don't know.
That's what I mean. The fact he's querying it.
Come on, bro.
The fact he's querying
it.
Eternals is not better than this film. Come on, bro.
There's some MCU films that I can say that are just straight like waste, innit? But I don't think Eternals is that bad. To be fair,
it's not better than Black Panther 2.
What I'm saying is, Endgame was a long time ago, and it was many films. It was many films ago.
Yeah.
And if you were gonna say post Endgame, what MCU film took you to that same level?
Spider-Man No Way Home.
You reckon Spider-Man No Way Home was Endgame levels?
Yeah. I'm scared of Nate today, you know. I'm scared of him, really. No, but I'll stand my ground.
I got the beads on this. It's making
Wakanda went forever better than No Way Home. No way, bro. No way home.
All I'm saying is, I'm just saying is there, like, we always look at Endgame as Infinity War as the benchmark. But what I'm saying is there's not been many MCU films that have post that have got to that level.
And to be fair, there's only been really one of them, and No Way Home. Look, the thing is, it doesn't matter if a film is 3 hours long or it's got 20 or 50 of your Marvel characters. It could be an hour and 20 minutes with like 5 characters, and it could still be better than Endgame. Do you know what I mean? That's possible to do. So it's like, it's not unreasonable to kind of think, you know what, actually, you can make a film post Endgame, and it could be just as good as Endgame and actually better.
But they haven't done it yet, though.
Huh?
They haven't done it yet.
No way.
They haven't done it yet.
Let's be real. We know no one hasn't.
Spider-Man. For me, Spider-Man was like.
I talk for Merv. Merv is lying.
Why am I lying? I'm saying
no, it's not true. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Bro, the portal opened. Andrew Garfield came out. Yeah. That's, bro, you know how I feel about it anyway. So why would I lie? Why would I lie? Get me? That's orgasms all over, bro. Pause. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
thank you.
No, I just didn't. I liked Wakanda Forever, but I feel like I wanted. This was so anticipated. I wanted more from it. I didn't want Riri Williams in it. That's for sure. Like,
but I don't, the thing is, I don't even know why we even have a problem with Riri Williams. Like, I don't.
For me, she didn't. The acting and just her placement in the film. It didn't. It was like a jigsaw puzzle. You know, when you try to press it down into the jigsaw to make it. She wasn't quite fitting in the puzzle for me.
Yeah. And I no disrespect to the actor.
Of course not.
I felt her character was just typical as well.
Yeah, very typical.
It's just like, okay, are you doing this again with us? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to do like Shuri. I mean, I know Shuri kind of had to sort of develop her character arc because she's feeling the loss of her brother, and now she's lost her mum, and she's got all this on her. So probably less of the comedy and sidekick behavior. But it's like, let's just put another Shuri in there, which was kind of her, innit? It's like,
I don't think it's another Shuri.
No, but they're kind of both.
Just because they're both
geeky. No, they're both scientists. They're both, you know what I mean?
She's Ironheart now, isn't it? She's Ironheart. That's what she's going to be in a new TV show. So that's the next stage from like Iron Man. Then there's Ironheart. That's who she's going to be. That's why she made the suit, which was absolutely. Listen, the suit was awful.
The first one or the second one?
Both of them. Both of them was awful. It was awful. What was she doing? Because don't forget,
she ain't got Tony Stark money.
No, but this is the point. You can have style, right?
Shuri does.
No, but Shuri's got she's got Tony Stark like money.
But when they do Riri Williams TV show, I'm pretty confident that Shuri will come into that and give her the suit that she kept in Wakanda.
Did anyone think when she go, you can't leave with that suit, I can't let you leave with that suit, but I thought she was going to give her a proper refined. But then again, that would make sense because they actually made a proper suit in Wakanda, so I'm like, she can come up with it. We say that fish looking.
But to be fair, she shouldn't even be having a form of a suit because she's not a superhero.
Yeah, that's what wound me up as well. Where's your combat training? Like, all of a sudden, you can just do all that, shoot down drones, like, things like that just wind me up. And it's like, let's just put you there because we have to put you there. We have to rush you to your TV series. But I would have just rather her just them done a origin story in their own separate series and take time with it, innit?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
But I was actually shocked. I was actually shocked that they actually even put her in a suit in the first place. Like, just if you're going to be in it, just be in it. But yeah, I didn't like. I mean, I don't know anything about her. She looks completely different from what I've seen. But I'm just like, no. If you're going to introduce a new character to us, especially taking on the mantle of Iron Man, like you know
after we just saw Hulk's son, we're going to moan about this.
I
know we moaned about Hulk's son, but what I'm trying to say is, guys, we can't listen. We accepted this. We can't just start saying if you're going to introduce a new character.
I didn't accept Hulk in his hair.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Hulk's son is worse than this.
He's definitely worse.
No, he's not. He has not said a word. He's not said a word. You just criticize him because of his hairline.
No, that's the fact that he didn't say a word is the problem. That's my problem with him.
Listen.
Guys, I don't know if it's the fact that all of you are over 40 now, but you look at
look.
Wow.
Age, man. I'm involved as well.
Ageism.
I'm involved
for no reason, you know.
Because it's the first time I can say it, and Merv was actually part of you, man. So, all right.
But you know what, as well, yeah. What was I gonna say? I think Phase 4 in general, it hasn't been the best phase for Marvel.
It hasn't.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not even just like, it's a lot of them. I mean, we've enjoyed them, you know, but this whole phase, apart from Spider-Man: No Way Home, has been it's been like average.
Phase 4 had to be like that because because we had to get rid of Phase 3. We had to get rid of those characters also.
Bro, listen to me, yeah. These people that are making these films. Basically, like, look how much money they're earning. Look how much the studio is earning.
No, I'm talking about the money. I'm talking about you need to get rid of these characters.
Bro, you could put Squirrel Girl in there, innit? Like, you can make a really good story if you do it properly. That's like your writing is your writing, isn't it? Like you don't have to.
You wouldn't care about Squirrel Girl because you would want to know how Squirrel Girl is connected to Thor or connected to Iron Man or connected to Hulk.
I care about all of them.
That's what it means. Right now, what I think what Phase 4 has done, Phase 4 has allowed Phase 3 and those heroes to almost not be forgotten, but to be memories, so that when the next superheroes come in Phase 5 and the new Avengers, all of this stuff, we're no more are we going to be starting comparing them to the old ones because we've gone through this Phase 4 here.
I'm not even comparing it, brother. And the thing is, you're probably making excuses for Phase 4. It's not being good, bro. It doesn't matter whether.
I wasn't making no excuses.
No, you're saying our Phase 4 because we're getting rid of like the old.
No, what I'm saying is this is what happened. I've accepted that. That's what I'm saying.
I've accepted it as well.
It.
It just hasn't. It just like generally, it just hasn't been good film or TV. Like, it hasn't been the greatest of film. And when you watch these things, I do want to be excited for every episode, whether it's a talking episode or talking film or action. I want to be excited for these things, isn't it?
But are they trying to make you excited, or are they trying to make next generation excited?
Everyone, me, generation, Mars. I don't know,
because when you talk to the next generation, they love this. They love this Phase 4. Like they were all for it. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, are we part of the old guard that is still holding on to Tony Stark and Iron Man and that? Like, it's a new generation. They're feeling all of this.
Well, that's what I'm saying to you. It's not about holding on to the characters. It's the story wasn't. The story wasn't that good.
The stories haven't been good. You know what I mean?
Wakanda Forever hasn't been that good storyline wise. It wasn't that good.
So let's say the others have not been good. Don't just end on Wakanda.
I
wouldn't. Let's start listing them off.
The storyline for Wakanda Forever.
The storyline. There's nothing wrong with the storyline. There's nothing wrong with the storyline.
There's nothing wrong with the storyline, to be honest. I didn't find anything wrong with the storyline. It makes sense.
It makes sense, doesn't it? It's not like like Namor, like I'll forget about him in 2 weeks. Maybe a week. You know what I mean? Like,
I think he's one of the best things that have been in the MCU in a little while.
I do like Namor. I do like
Namor's good, man. Namor's good.
All right. On a side one though, the only thing I did want to know and I wasn't quite sure about was at the end, my guy M'Baku, he stepped forward to challenge for the throne.
Yeah.
Sorry, no one's challenging him. He's the king.
Yeah, he's Black Panther now.
Oh, they're not Black Panther.
No,
Black
Panther. He's the king.
He can't be Black Panther.
Why can't he be king? Why can't he be Black Panther?
Because Shuri's Black Panther.
Yeah, but so she has to challenge. Though. If there's a challenge, she has to challenge.
No, that's just the king, isn't it?
Yeah,
like king or the leader of the country. Don't necessarily have to be a Black Panther.
No, they had a discussion. So he'll control the country.
Yeah.
While she does her Black Panther stuff.
She'll be Black Panther.
Yeah.
Because remember, the dad wasn't Black Panther, was he?
T'Chaka.
No, T'Challa's dad.
T'Chaka was
at one point. At one point, he was.
Yeah, but when T'Challa was Black Panther, he was still alive, wasn't he? Or was he die and then he
was still alive? He was still alive.
No, he when he died,
he was still alive.
No, he died. No, the thing is, we don't. That's a good question because we don't know when T'Challa became. No, I reckon T'Challa was already Black Panther whilst his dad was alive, because that would have been rushed. It wouldn't have made sense because, like, literally, he died and next scene he's Black Panther, so he would have had to come back to Wakanda to do all the rituals and all that stuff. So I think he was already. I think he had the mantle already passed down.
Yeah, but so why did he have to fight?
But he wasn't king though. To be king.
To be king, yeah. For the Black Panther, nothing.
Because he was already Black Panther when he fought M'Baku as king. Yeah. It's just the king, isn't it? There was even saying I swear,
because
anyone could be.
But I swear, if M'Baku beat T'Challa, he would have been. I swear he would have been Black Panther if he beat him that time. I swear.
Yeah, but
no.
I'm not too sure about going too tech into it, but in regards to what's happening currently now, she's remained the Black Panther, and he's controlling. While she's away, he controls this country. There's an arrangement.
While she's away, or all in general?
No,
we don't know. To be fair,
but in general.
Okay,
I think they kind of left it open. We don't.
Court apparently says no. The King of Wakanda does not always have to be Black Panther.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Just wants to do a science stuff, go and, be in Haiti for a while and come back as, just do a thing. She's not ready for all that yet.
So, Nate, what was your view on your boy Mbaku?
That's my guy, bro. Absolute bad man.
He's hilarious though.
Absolute bad man. You don't understand. I was making bare
Bald-headed demon.
I made bare noise in cinema, bro. I was on my ones, I went on my ones, but I was making bare noise in cinema. Like, I don't know, like, for me, I don't know. Like, I think I see Black Panther different. Like, I see it more than like the MCU. Like, fuck the MCU when I'm watching Black Panther. No, on a level, I just watched. Like, I rate the film.
One of them.
Black Panther. I'm not even on a kind of.
So you're on a spiritual thing with it. That's what it is.
Yeah, maybe it is. Like, I feel like, do you know what I mean? I feel like, to me, Black Panther is more than MCU, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's more than like this is part of the comic series. That's why for me, this didn't even seem like it was in Phase 4. It was like a whole separate film. Like there was no relation. That's what I meant. It was just like, I'm just like, you could give me Black Panther every year like Avatar, and I'd still rate it. I don't care like I don't care that there's no Avengers there. I didn't care about any of that. Like that. I just thought the film was good. Like I enjoyed the film. I enjoyed the fact that there's loads of Black people in the film. I enjoyed the fact that you had this whole nother kind of nation, like the underwater. We ain't even spoke about it. How sick the underwater scenes were.
No, yeah.
The whole universe down there was fucking sick.
Yeah. I wish we had more of that though. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like that's what I mean. That's why I didn't want to get caught up on like these things don't make sense. Bare films don't make sense. I just think as a piece of cinema, a piece of art, I thought it was sick. I thought it was a piece of art.
Piece of art.
Piece of art.
No, it was, man. That's I mean the whole I got no qualms with name is scene and the underground world and the fact that the surface world have no idea about him, like is big as well. Do you know what I mean?
I must say though, I did not like that big off submarine. Well, where they stored that in Wakanda, that submarine thing, and to go and fight water people in the water, like, are they crazy?
Oh yeah, that's submarine. Yeah.
Like, how can you go and beef man in their territory? Like,
but it wasn't about that. Remember, they were taking him to the desert. It wasn't even about the rest of the water people. Do you remember that was just about
there was casualties, bro, but people died.
No, but I know, but what the whole point of them going there was to get Neymar in the desert because they knew he needed to keep on being next to water to kind of regenerate.
And they didn't expect certain things, bruv. Like,
do you remember they bombed the thing, and you remember they weren't expecting people to not being able to hear the sonic thing. Because remember they were on their way home.
Yeah.
They were on their way home.
Right.
That's when they set the bomb off.
Right. We're gonna fight fish people. We're fighting on land, boy. All of them, isn't it?
No,
that was a
trap. Remember, they went there for a trap they want to trap Neymar in it. How else can you trap Neymar? You have to go to the sea, bruv. That's the only way you could trap him.
Yeah, he would have gone anyway to fight Chewy.
No, I don't know. I think even there was people in the cinema and they were like, Neymar and Shuri going to get it on kind of thing. I was like, no, it's never going to happen.
No.
I can't lie. I did sort of get those vibes a little.
Yeah, it was never going to happen. But the only thing I think was even when Shuri was about to kill him and then they came back together, even that bit there, like where they were all like, the Wakandans were like on death's door. They were about to fall off. Everyone was all around them. And then there were both of them there. I just thought, yeah, man, this is what I'm saying. Like, you can have two nations that are beefing each other and they just come together for the greater good, bro. They're not the colonizers.
Namor's got sinister plans though. It's like, what's gonna happen is that everyone's gonna come from Wakanda.
Yeah, but that's what
they're gonna ask for our help. We're gonna kill everyone. Like, he still wants to kill the surface dwellers.
Yeah, because obviously he's still gonna have some form of anger in his heart, innit? But that's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
We say get rid of him.
Yeah, and I'll tell him to get over it, innit?
But remember, all he did was come to bury his mum, bro. Like, he came to bury his mum. They came over and took over the whole thing. Bear war, all of them kind of things. I hear it. You can understand why he's the way he is. And then that pass,
and then maybe someone's just doing some research and want to share the resources around the world. It's not such a bad thing, really, when you think about it. Just want some resources to share around the world. It's like, let's just kill everyone.
No, but they're not. They're coming for They're coming for the vibranium that is theirs. That vibranium is powering their village underwater.
So it's what it is, Merv, is that he's been living it because again, the Spanish came to his town to take over, their resources that they have in that town. So now they're coming again for. He's been underwater for time.
Man's moved from his original land.
They never bothered no one.
Man's moved from his original land,
and they want to come again,
and they're still coming. And that's why I'm saying, like, we've got to understand.
That's why the storyline. That's why I got no beef with the storyline.
And that's what I'm saying. Like behind the thing, that's what I'm saying. Like, on a level, I feel like we need to watch it because there's stuff that is behind the film, bro. They're talking real talk, bro. It's real talk. That film is real, bro. No Spider-Man far away from home or whatever. This is real, bruv. This is real. Nah, Spider-Man's not real, bruv. He liked it because there was 3 old Spider-Men, bruv. That's it.
I get where Manet's coming from. It's more relatable. It's much more relatable.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it again on Saturday. I'm taking the one to watch it for his birthday as well. But it's just something, man. Anyway, guys, that's episode 167. I apologize if I sounded like I was salty, but when I come off, I'll talk to these men about it because obviously you don't want to hear my saltiness.
Oh, run away, mate.
All right, guys, that's episode 167. I don't know what we're doing next week. I don't know what's out, but keep it real, innit?
Wakanda forever.